It's funny. Our bodies are talking all the time. Even when we're not saying a single word, they're sending out this nonstop stream of signals about how we feel, what we're thinking, and yeah, how confident we are. So today, we're going to learn how to decode that language.
Hey, just for a second right now, do a quick self-check. How are you sitting or standing? Are your shoulders kind of slumped forward? Are your arms or legs crossed? We're about to find out exactly what those little signals are telling the world. All right, let's start with a big one, your posture. Just think of it like a constant, silent radio broadcast of your inner emotional state that everyone around you is picking up on. And the crazy part is, it's often broadcasting things we aren't even aware of ourselves. I mean, think about it. Most of us are pretty good at managing our facial expressions, right? We can put on a smile when we're nervous or a poker face when we're upset. But our posture? That is way harder to fake. It's usually the subconscious reflex that ends up revealing how we really feel, whether we're open, defensive, or confident.
Okay, so if our posture is this constant broadcast, how do we tune in? How do we crack the code? Let's dive into the specific signals your body is sending out. This is where we learn to read the room and ourselves with a whole lot more accuracy. So, at the most basic level, there are two fundamental states. First up, you've got an open posture. See how the torso is exposed, the shoulders are back? It screams confidence and, hey, I'm open to what's going on. But then you have a closed posture, hunched, arms crossed, basically shielding the body. And that sends a completely different message. And here's what it all means. An open posture, that signals confidence, friendliness. But a closed one, well, that usually signals defensiveness or anxiety. It's actually this ancient hardwired instinct to protect our vital organs, the heart and lungs, from what our brain sees as a threat. And that threat could be anything from a tough conversation to actual physical danger. Now let's talk about leaning. This one is one of the quickest and most honest signals you can look for. Leaning in, even just a little, shows interest and engagement. It says, I'm with you, tell me more. But leaning back? Whoa, that's a powerful signal of disagreement or discomfort. It's like our body is subconsciously trying to put physical distance between us and something we don't like. So we've seen how our mind totally affects our body. But what if I told you it works the other way around too? This is not a one-way street. Your body can actually change your mind. And once you get this, it's a real game changer. There's a scientific term for this. It's called embodied cognition. All that really means is that the relationship between your posture and your emotions goes both ways. Your physical actions can directly influence your thoughts and feelings. So yeah, by changing your posture on purpose, you can actually start to change how you feel inside. So here's how you can actually hack this biofeedback loop. First, you consciously decide to stand tall. Open up your posture. That simple physical change immediately makes it easier to take deeper, calmer breaths. Then that deeper breathing flips a switch and activates your body's relaxation response. And before you know it, you feel a real measurable shift in your mental and emotional state. You actually start to feel more confident and calm. This is the key takeaway right here. This isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about using a very real biological mechanism to grab the steering wheel of your own state of mind. You can literally use your body to manage your mind. Okay, let's move on to what might be the single most important and yet most overlooked nonverbal signal of them all, your breathing. It's a direct, unfiltered broadcast of what's going on inside you, simply because it's so tightly connected to our basic physiology. Think about it. When we're stressed, our breathing gets all shallow and quick, high up in the chest. That's our fight or flight response kicking in, and it's pumping out stress chemicals like cortisol. But on the flip side, confident, calm breathing is deep, slow, and comes from way down in the abdomen. This activates the body's relaxation system, telling your brain, hey, everything is cool, we've got this. And there are other little tells too. You know that sudden, sharp gasp of air you take when you're surprised or shocked? That's a universal signal. Or a heavy sigh. We usually think that just means frustration, but it can also be your body's way of hitting a physiological reset button, like a little Control-Alt-Delete on built-up tension.
Okay, so we've dug into the science and decoded the signals. Now, let's wrap it all up into a simple, practical toolkit you can start using like today to not only project more confidence, but to actually feel it.
Let's break it down into 4 super simple but really powerful actions. 1. Stand tall, pull those shoulders back. 2. Keep your arms and legs uncrossed. Create that open posture. 3.
In a conversation, lean in just a little to show you're locked in. And 4, the foundation for all of it. Breathe deeply and slowly from your abdomen. So the next time you walk into a big meeting or get up to give a presentation or face any kind of challenge, just remember you have a choice. You have control over the signals you send out. So the only question is, what signal are you going to send first?